Okay. Just gotta give it a second. Everything's loading. Everything's loading in. And boop. Okay. There we go. We are live again. Hope everybody's doing well. Back on King SMP. Fun fact, today is the last stream for just about, probably about a week. Until, well, not a week. It's a week and a half, I guess, of streams. I won't be back for about 10 days or so. So you guys will get a nice little break from me, and I'll get a little break from building, I guess. But, yeah. Yay! So we're gonna be doing all this fun stuff. We're gonna be trying to get this all done, or as much as humanly possible done today anyway. If I can get this going though, then hopefully I can come back to the stream with big projects, and we can actually do the things that I really need to do, like work on my base. And hopefully I can knock those out quickly. We'll see, though. It's a matter of time. Also, congrats on grabbing First Admiral. That is your 17th time total. And thank you for submitting your taxes. That's your 62nd time. And hello, Sloth. Thank you for submitting your taxes as well. 23 times. W. Yo, King. Hi. Hey, man. How's it going? Good to see you. I joined your Discord that you sent me an invite to earlier today. Good to see you though. This is the last stream for about a week and a half, so it might be a little bit before I get to see you again, but it is good to see you. It's good to see you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get jumping right into something here. I am a little bit wore out. Today's just been long. I woke up early with the intent to get some things done. The thing I was going to get done ended up not working out. And then I was going to clean the bathrooms, and then my mom was like, hey, what if we got you a haircut today? I'm like, okay. So I shifted everything to tomorrow instead, which is fine. It's fine. But it did mean that today is a little unplanned in general, and tomorrow is going to be packed. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I was kind of hoping to maybe still stream for Minecraft Live, which is on the 22nd, but it's gonna be tight. Do you guys hear that? What is that? It sounded like maybe it was part of the song. I don't know. I've never heard that before. That sounded like piano keys, but I never heard it before. It was weird. Me with no KingRegNog stream for more than a week. I know. It's gonna be rough, but it's okay. We'll be back. It'll be a good time when we come back, and hopefully it'll be a good time as well. I'm gonna do my best to try to. I've got a lot of things coming up. I don't know. There's a huge family gathering that I am supposed to also try to find a way to attend, that my parents would really like me to go to, but that would also require me to take off a full weekend, which is another thing. And then I've got another trip also sometime in May, and then I've already got something planned for, I think, July. The possibility of a thing happening in April. I can't catch a break. I cannot catch a break. And you know what? That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I have returned. Welcome back, Admiral. Welcome back. I'm gonna rip that one out. There we go. Okay, that should fix that a little bit. Okay. So catch you guys up to what we're doing here. I'm gonna try to get this cliff done at the minimum today. It gets dark so quick, and it's insane. It's very insane. Anyway, we're gonna try to get this cliff done if I can. And if I can get that going, and then maybe even get some more of this done, maybe this wall here, that would put me in a pretty good spot for when I come back to play next time. You know, I could actually get a lot of work done. Ideally, you know, I finish this all today, but realistically, I've probably got 2.5 hours of life left in me today before I call it quits. And I don't know if I don't know how much of that's going to be spent actually, you know, how much of that time's actually going to be spent building. If I focus all of my efforts and time into the build, it would probably get done. But I doubt we could. I have a hard time focusing as it is. Let's see, I'm hoping to do streaming more frequently in the future, mostly with Terraria, music making, and Wolfpack deving. Heck yeah, man, let's go. Huge W. I think the music stuff is really, really cool, actually. I haven't seen you do it yet, so I don't know if you have or not, but I do enjoy watching who is it? Scott Buckley. He's a guy I used to get all of my music from way back in the day, 3 years ago. And he streams on Twitch a lot. Or he used to, anyway. I think he had to stop for some reasons, and then he came back, and now he's kind of busy again because good old cyclones in Australia and stuff like that. But I used to watch him all the time. And it was really easy because he was, at the time, he lived in Sweden. So I was able to just kind of keep his stream whenever, you know, it was at a decent time. But Australia is 12-hour difference, and it takes me a little bit of planning in order to watch him nowadays. But yeah, he was a guy I really enjoyed watching. I like seeing people's creative process when it comes to music, so it would be really, really cool to be able to see yours as well. That was the point I was trying to eventually wrap into. I found it. It just took some time. Okay. Boop. Okay. I went on a whole 10-minute rant on my stream today about music. Let's go. We love the music rants. I actually could probably go on one soon. Not about making music. I don't know the first thing about making music, but I do really enjoy just talking about music. Music in general is cool. Your ADHD is acting up? I don't have ADHD. Shut your mouth. No such thing. Okay. Boop. Especially about why I don't charge for my music by request. Oh, okay. I gotcha. That is probably an interesting conversation then. Because that would be a pretty, not personal in like a bad sense, but in a good sense. It's a pretty personal conversation of, you know, like doing it because you enjoy it, and you just really actually enjoy helping people with their projects and such. And I don't know all of your reasonings, but I know for one that you really just do enjoy making music. So That's probably a part of it anyway. Which definitely helps when you really like something, and it helps also because you can add that to your portfolio. So if later on you do want to do commissions and stuff, it makes it a lot easier to show people your previous work and said, hey, I did this for somebody for free. I could do probably even better if I'm being paid, because I can buy new audio libraries, new equipment, and I probably would just put in more effort into it as well. If a doctor can diagnose it, you have it. My doctor hasn't ever said anything about ADHD, so I don't think I have it. But you know, maybe, who knows? Hi Coral, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. Your doctor is wrong. My doctor hasn't said anything about it. She can't be wrong, but she's not like tested me for it. I know more. Okay. I mean, I know more than my doctor usually, I feel like. And it's not the fault of my doctor, it's just because I do so much research. So when she asks me, like, hey, you know, what's up? And I'm like, I got you. I've Googled it already. I already know what I need to do. Send me to a specialist. And boom, we're good. Although I don't ever request a specialist because I don't want to go to the doctor. So I just tell them I'm fine. Yeah, doctors never had to research anything in their life. No, it's not that she doesn't have to research. It's the thing of, like, I'm more so saying, like, she she wouldn't know everything about the cardiac system off the top of her head. So for me to walk in there and say, hey, I'm having heart palpitations, I believe it's from this cause, you know, she might not know that stuff off the top of her head, just like I didn't. She can't just sit there and Google it right in front of me, though, because that takes your patient's confidence down. And the fact that their doctor knows what they're talking about. She knows how to read the human body pretty well, so she's able to, like, like, you know, if she Googles something, understand it all. But general practitioners really, they have a good understanding, generally speaking, of the body. But they don't necessarily have, like, specialized knowledge or anything like that. My main problem with charging you for it is that I think it's unfair, especially on small creators, to charge them insane amounts for some rubbish sample for them to use in a vid. That's fair. That's really fair. And I do agree. Small creators cannot afford to pay for, you know, custom tracks or anything super, super crazy that big creators can, or on the inverse of that, for them to pay for Epidemic Sound, for example, to get access to a whole library of music would cost them, you know, 200, 300 a year, and they're making $0. It's, you know, it's not a fair expectation necessarily for a small creator to pay for that. I definitely get what you're saying. A bunch of adults have undiagnosed ADHD. That's true. That is very true. Well, the worst part is it's really hard to get diagnosed after the age of 12 because I've looked into this because I was curious. I was like, you know, if I do have it, what would be the steps to get this diagnosed? But basically, they base everything off of the symptoms that you had before you were 12 years old. I was 12 years old at 8 years ago. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember what I was experiencing 8 years ago. My parents wouldn't be able to tell you if I was focused or not. I was homeschooled. I did everything on my own. So long as I got things done, it didn't matter how fast I did it. I definitely was probably pretty distracted, but I don't know how to baseline that off of what other people's focus attention span is. You know, it's like there's a lot of things there, and I getting diagnosed after the age of 16 or 18 really would be really tough because it's just like I don't know is the truth. There's no way. There's just no way. That being said, I am being paid to make music to Gold's Dungeon. That's fair, and I mean that's because I would assume that's probably because the game is, you know, it's not free, so they are making a little bit of money off of it, which will hopefully help go to paying to cover your expenses there. And also on top of that, it would be a one of the largest pieces of art for the game, in all honesty. I mean, I don't know how much art is in Gold's Dungeon, but I know it's mostly text-based, if not all text-based. There may be some imagery, but it's, you know, it's you know, it's got less art in it than, say, Undertale, which already is a very basic. Basic isn't bad, let me be clear, but I just wanted to, you know, the music in there is one of the main components that really helps build the atmosphere, I would say. Hello, Nebula Gaming. Welcome on in. Let me ask ChatGPT really quick. Fair. ChatGPT actually can be pretty accurate, all things considered, because it's not like Google in the fact that it takes your one symptom into account. It takes your whole situation into account. So you have like your, oh, what do you call it? So for the example of heart palpitations, it would be able to take that into account, and it would say, you know, Google would say you're having congestive heart failure or you're having a heart attack. Whereas ChatGPT would look at that and say, okay, you also are complaining of these other issues, and you told me that you were eating and drinking things high in caffeine. So therefore, you probably need to lay off the caffeine and see if that fixes your issue. However, this is where ChatGPT jumps in. It always says, however, you should consult a doctor if you are concerned about it, especially when it is to do with the cardiac system. ChatGPT don't mess with the neurological side of things or the cardiac system. It hates it. And I can't blame them. Let's see. He did nothing. Yeah, my doctors did nothing when I went for the cardiologist. They said it was normal, apparently, so it's fine. I'll get to that in a minute, Nebula. Is this vanilla? Yes, it is. Diagnosing adults based off of how they were as a child seems like a bad method, but I'm not professional. Well, it's because ADHD, from my understanding, is not something you necessarily grow into. It's something that you are more or less born with. You know, you don't gain it after childhood usually. I don't know if that's even possible. So the theory is you should have had that when you were a kid. The problem is for people like me, for people who are well past 12 years old, I don't know. I don't know what I was like at 12 years old. I remember I made my Minecraft account, my Minecraft Java Edition account. I bought it on my 12th birthday, I'm pretty sure. Here's your dab kit. Speaking of 12 years old. And thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. I'm an adult and I think I have undiagnosed ADHD. That's fair. I think a lot of people do have undiagnosed ADHD. It wouldn't surprise me. You want to talk about somebody who knows a lot about ADHD? It would be Kit. I will say that. Kitrix. I've heard her go on a couple of rants about the good old AD of HD. I saw the word adult and almost banned you so fast. What are your thoughts on vaping? I think the negatives outweigh the positives. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's up to you to decide if that's a risk you want to take. But for me, I'm not gonna risk it. I also think it should not be as accessible or as heavily marketed towards teenagers like it is. I mean, I'm not to echo the commercials or anything, but that's metal in your lungs, you know. I don't know. For me personally, outside of iron, I don't really want to be eating anything, and you don't want to even be eating, you know, that kind of iron. You want the kind that's more soluble, that goes right into your bloodstream, not the kind that sits around in your digestive system and poisons you. I would say, okay, bye, King. It's 1 a.m. I have school tomorrow, but I probably won't because I'm ill at the moment. I'm sorry to hear that, Sloth. If you need to head out and get some rest, please do. Please do, dude. ADHD is likely hereditary, but most of the research is recent, as in the last few decades. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. I've tried to look into it, but every time I look into it, it just makes me okay. So I've tried to look into it, but there's three things that happen, okay? I either get distracted, and so I stop looking into ADHD. I get demotivated because I can't find solid answers on the thing I'm researching, so I stop looking. Or I look at it and I go, well, it doesn't matter anyway, because I probably won't get diagnosed because I couldn't tell you what I was doing at 12 years old. And so then I just get demoralized. Not that even getting diagnosed would do me any good, right? It wouldn't. It wouldn't do me any good because I don't know. What would I do? Can I put that on my job resume? Wait. Hang on. ADHD, hear me out. I'm pretty sure I saw this on a job application. It shows it's in the disability section, isn't it? Or am I'm thinking of dyslexia, I think. Never mind. I could get that diagnosed. Dyslexia would be a good one to get put on there. It's not like bad dyslexia, but it's bad. I misread things so often. Or I guess read out of order more so. Heard that taking an icebreaker mint with water like a pill feels like vaping. I kind of want to try that now. Not that I've ever vaped. Let me be clear. I haven't. And I won't. I will not. But I kind of want to try that. It feels weird. I want to... Mental disorders are really interesting. They are. They really are. How interesting. You get a haircut? I did. I woke up today. I was working on a thing. Good old video corruption. I sat there and moped about for a couple of hours. My mom asked me if I wanted to go and get a haircut. I was like, I need to go, but like, I need to clean the bathrooms today. And, she was like, hey, you could do it tomorrow. I'm like, okay, I guess. And so we went out to eat, just my mom and I got a haircut. My mom tried to tell me that I had to do like all the talking to get my haircut, and like I checked in. I can do that. I'm an adult. I'm a big boy, okay, guys? But then she had the audacity to say, okay, now tell her what you want. And I'm like, I don't know what I want. So I made my mom tell the hairstylist what I needed done to my head. And I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks a little short. I'm not the largest fan of it. But give it like 2 weeks and it'll be back to being just the right length, and then it'll be out of control in a month again. But we can pretend that it's good, you know? We can. Also, thank you for hanging out, Sloth. I appreciate it. Get some rest, dude. Hope you feel better very soon. I'm about to destroy this ABBA dance game. Give me 20 minutes. Heck yeah, dude. Let's go. I stopped researching ADHD because I ADHD. True. It would help you figure out how to better navigate yourself. I mean, I feel like I navigate myself okay. Maybe. I don't know. Do I? I don't know. Possibly. It is. I think I saw it once when onboarding. Oh, sweet. I could be dual disabled. I mean, I don't mean to brag, guys, but if I just start collecting these disabilities like they're infinity stones, I could be the most disabled person on planet Earth, I think. I need to sleep. Pretty sure my heart palpitations to some degree could be considered a disability. Because we don't know how they happen. They just kind of do. My doctors aren't concerned, but I can use it as an excuse because I do get lightheaded when it happens. And I've had anxiety attacks before. You could throw that on there. The anxiety disorders are a thing. I had it really bad last year, I think. No. Well, yeah, it was last year, but it was a couple months ago, as in last year, not like, oh yeah, March of 2024. Let me be clear. I know what year it is. I do. We could start collecting them, though. That would be fun. I can't see. I'm, like, this close. If I would just look at the sun for a couple of seconds, we could do it. We could be blind. Dyslexia is counted as a disability. It is, yes. Would it hurt you to be diagnosed if you had the treatments work? Again, it is very well studied. I mean, as far as I'm aware, the only treatment for ADHD is I can't think of what it's called all of a sudden. I want to call it cocaine, and that's not what it is. No. Adderall. Okay, therapy too. I don't want to do therapy though. I'm a man. No, there's nothing wrong with therapy. I just it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay, how do I explain my relationship with therapy? I just think that talking about anything in my life is not for strangers. And, I don't know. I feel weird trying to talk to somebody that I don't know. Like, you guys are different. You guys, I don't know, but I'll never see you again. Well, I'll see you guys. I just won't see you guys, I guess. But, like, talking to somebody that I'm actually there with, and it's like, yo, I can't think half the time. We're going, back and forth, and our villagers slaves? Yes, they are. You want to see my slave camp? Wait, this is the wrong spot. Here's. Come on. What time is it? It might be restarting. No, okay, we're good. I forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. Here's my slave camp. Boop. Look at all my workers. Aren't they great? They're so good. They're so good. And I take all their goodies and I put them in chests up here. Actually, we kind of discussed this a little bit. The difference between my place is actually a form of corporate fascism. And basically it's because I pay my workers. They aren't working for free. And I'm not necessarily forcing them to work. I am forcing them to work, I suppose. But I am paying them for their work. So it would fall in line with what you'd see in a form of corporate fascism is all. So yes, I fall in line with that. Out of all slaves, why stonemasons? Well, I mean, I have the librarians too, but I needed a buttload of quartz for that thing. So, that's why. That's why. What is that emote? Or emote? I'm so old, I can't see that. That's just a jar. There's a jar emoji. Wow. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Thank you for the follow, Shmi. I appreciate it. Also, let me catch up on chat. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. So old you don't know what year it is. Yeah, that's true. Therapy, that is what it is. I mean, it is. ADHD stimulant medication is the first line of treatment. Playing Minecraft is therapy. That's true. That is very true. Minecraft is Pog. I can't judge breeding bunker versus that. I mean, mine's a breeding tower, I guess. I should really, like... Wait. No, they're not dead. It's just out of my render distance. I was actually going to do a goofy little thing where we put the breeding area up here, and then the babies were going to funnel down in a roller coaster. I really want to do that still. I think it'd be so funny. But I don't know. I can't justify the time right now. Time is short, my friends. Did you know that the heat death of the universe is only 1 billion years away, supposedly? Or something like that? I am not the dancing queen. I could have told you that. I was going to make another joke, but I can't. Yes, I am on Twitch, and I did make the command. I forgot about that. Thanks, Kit. You are a W moderator. I need to go back. Did I finish reading chat? I did. You're so random. Why are you giving us existential crisis? Because I can't help it. My mind is full of a lot of things. Fun fact, the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in powerful ways. And that's a line from NF. Which one is that? Is that the search? Is that the search? That might be the search. I think that's the search, yeah. You ever listen to some rap, guys? I don't know. It's the search. Yeah, let's go. I know my rap. Let's go. Rap is good. Rap is great. I really do appreciate it. Wait until they see the Nether SMP. What? I'm sorry, what? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm gonna be real. But what is this though? This is my SMP. It is a viewer joinable SMP. If you guys would like to join it, you can join it using !IP in the chat, and you could be in. My server's up 24/7. However, I will not be playing on it for a little while. The next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be busy. My friend's coming into town tomorrow, so I'm actually not gonna be playing very much. But you guys are more than welcome to join. This is actually one of the spawn areas. So when you join the server, you can pick between 3 different spawn areas right now. This is Bonsai Grove, and I'm actually finishing it up. Hopefully today, but probably not today because I'm getting really distracted. If you could only see one color in the world, what would it be? That's a really good question. So, when you say one color, is it one shade, or is it one color with several shades within it? Because I feel like that would change my answer a little bit. One shade. Ooh. I can't say that. That would be a good answer, but people are gonna say things about me saying that. So my second color I would choose. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Probably like this shade of blue. I don't know. This shade of blue. My first answer was gonna be white. But you know why people will say things about that. I can't just say, yeah, paint the world white. PvP enable, please. If you just do /PvP on, it will turn it on. If there's a whole bunch of NPCs in that area. If you click on them, it'll tell you about how the server works, some commands and such about it. You could find a lot of information there. I can't use PvP toggle here. You'll have to wait until you're out of the onboarding area then. I want to kill Shmee Games. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Poor dude just joined the server and he's immediately gonna get beat up. No rules, no nothing. Yeah, our server has rules, and I do enforce them, so. Interesting. What about seeing everything your favorite color? This is a weird way to ask me what my favorite color is, I guess. Dark blue. Not quite. It's gonna be hard to see because it's turning night. Not. That's more purple. Do I have like an actual? Hang on. /home. Home. It's like kind of like the lapis blue, I guess, right? Kind of like that. Maybe a little even darker than that. the darker shades of the lapis, not the lighter shade. That's what I would say. Probably. I'm Shmee Games, don't kill me. I won't kill you, don't worry, dude. Don't you worry. Yeah, so why not dark blue? Too dark. I feel like I'm being judged. I don't know, I feel like the world is too... I don't want to see the world in dark shades necessarily. I don't know. Plus, blue kind of actually sort of, psychologically speaking, makes you depressed to some degree, apparently. Which kind of made me want to say red, but then I was like, I don't know. Maybe not red. But then there's certain types of reds that, like, I could get behind. Like, this mangrove red would be kind of cool. Or pink, like that cherry pink there, that would be beautiful. Howdy. Hello. Have some potatoes. I don't know, think about how beautiful the world would be if it was just rose tinted, quite literally rose tinted in the pink. I know rose-tinted glasses usually refers to a different color, but, you know what I mean. Oh, pink would be kind of nice. I don't know. Base, I was not implying anything with that, I promise. It wouldn't be the first time. No, I get ya. Not gonna lie, it would be pretty. I think it'd be nice. I think so. So I need to quickly do something on my phone, and then I'm going to throw it across the room because I'm getting distracted. No, there's a focus. I don't know if any of you guys have iPhones. I actually know most of you guys have iPhones. I'm lying here. There's this lovely feature, especially if you have a phone that's like iOS 13 and newer, I think. And it has this thing called focus, and you can disturb or turn on do not disturb modes. And I'll just turn on that one because that's pretty based, I think. So now all the only people that are able to text me right now and get through my filter is my family, my immediate family. So if I get a text, I'm not going to see it. If I get a message on Instagram, well, I already have those blocked anyway. But if I didn't, I wouldn't see them. I need to turn that on more often, especially for stream. I need to make one for stream. One I'm using right now is... it wasn't intended for streaming purposes, but I guess I can use it for that. You know what? Screw you. Okay. I'm sorry. Smart. I'm gonna lurk for a bit, be right back. Alright, sounds good, Kit. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Enjoy your lurk. And I'll catch you again at some point, I'm sure. He doesn't watch the reels I send him anymore. This is true betrayal. I've moved on to better things in life. There's more to life than reels, okay? It's not that I don't want to look at them. It's just I'm not on Instagram anymore. If I was on there, I would watch them. I just literally haven't opened Insta in like... probably a week. I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a really long while. Bro is a full server owner, too busy. Yeah, exactly. That's definitely why I'm not watching his reels. Nah, if it weren't for the fact that I just forget all the time, I probably would watch them. It's just I have to actually be thinking to check the app now. My ping dominated me before I can dominate the server. Oh no. I will say you're at about the average ping right now. Our server is hosted on a proxy, so it's actually like sending you between locations. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible, but I definitely wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to host a PvP server on this kind of ping. That's for sure. To neglect reels is to neglect love. To reject effort. Did I read that right? To neglect reels is to neglect love. To reject effort. I feel like I'm not understanding and I don't know why, but okay. That's okay. I don't need to understand everything. That's one thing I have been attempting to tell myself every day. Is I don't need to. I'm gonna try to understand. But if I don't, that's okay too. Hey, comrade, let's go. I don't know how else to say it. The way it's worded makes it sound like you were trying to say it like it was a saying of some sort. But it really just wasn't reading that way, and I don't know. I don't know how else to make that look right. Boop. And nothing reads for you. Okay. I'm under the monastery or cherry thing. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I know why. I think. Wait, are you? Where are you? Are you under this thing? Hang on, I'm just gonna peep in spectator mode really quick. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Slash TP here, comrade. Boop. Okay. Don't peek at me. I'm gonna peek at you. That sounds so bad. You don't want to know what I'm doing. Okay. I don't know. Is this the anti-anarchy server? It's not for anarchy, that's for sure. You know, it would, if it breaks the rules, it's definitely against it. Let's see, today's Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday. KingRegNog situation is crazy. We almost had a video like that today. I'm not gonna lie. I was like this close to having it done. And plans got canceled due to video corruption, which is probably for the best. Sandstone Path is new? Yeah, we I did that a couple days ago, I guess. I guess it was probably a week ago now. I don't know. It looks decent, I think. Could be better. Could be worse. Definitely could be worse. Okay, I'm out of blocks again. No. Okay, we did like an inventory full of stone. That's pretty decent. I need to not tell myself that that was enough, though. I need to keep going. How does that look, though? Let's take a look over this way. Okay, hang on. This isn't bad. Is respectfully entering one's abode and examining one's items for potential transport allowed? No. 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 Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad right there. Not much animal spawning. Yeah. What if you're drunk? Drunkenness is not an excuse. It is a, it's a thought process, I guess. I don't know. But animal spawning has been an issue. If you need me to give you, like, some potatoes or something, I've got plenty. But yeah, we do have, we do have an animal crisis a little bit. The server's about 3 years old. So, unfortunately, a lot of the, animals just don't spawn. Yo, fast leaf decay? Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. We rock ourselves some vanilla tweaks. You can actually see them in the advancements menu if you press L. All the ones that we have anyway. Let me go home so I can sleep. That should help you guys a little bit. That way you're not stuck out in the middle of the night with all the monsters around you. Not allowed. He gets a elder mod pardon joke. That would be funny. That would be really funny. However, that would come back to bite us, I'm sure. Okay, what if I do that? I'm gonna do 2, and then 1, and then 2, and then 1, 1, 1, 2. Okay, how's that look? Yes. Okay. We're gonna finish up this small section here. And then I think what I'm gonna do... I want to do something else. I want to do something other than the cliff. This did not last very long. We were an hour in and I'm already going, I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to. I can only do so much, can't I? Oh no. There are claims. Yeah. Good old X claim. Next season we'll be swapping over to a new claim system. Wait, I said this server's been up for 3 years. What am I saying? This one's been up for 2. Gosh. When no claim system? Probably never. Running community SMPs without a claim system sounds like a nightmare. I can never. I'm below you. Could you drop some taters? I will make it rain. Oh. Well, I'm gonna make it rain from a little less high. I kind of missed. There's some more potatoes nearby you. There you go. Enjoy. I will go home and get some more potatoes. Thanks. No problem, man. I peered into the future and added joke to save the server. What a hero. What a hero. Okay. One day I'm gonna have no more potatoes, and I can't wait. I recognize that block lighting. I'll be there soon. That's mildly concerning, but okay. Put one there. Buy me new PC? I don't know, man. I think I'm pretty broke. I think I don't think I've got the kind of funds for that, I'm gonna be honest. I think you'd have better luck asking Elon Musk to buy you a PC. Hopefully someone forgets that claims exist. If you take from a place that's not been claimed, it's still heavily frowned upon and likely will result in a ban. I know I sound like a buzzkill right now, but That's how we run a safe and fun community. So, even like trees, you can knock down trees, but like taking from a house that's not been claimed is not legal. Is life in America very good or not? I would say it's good. It's better than a lot of places you could live, that's for sure. I would pick, if I had to pick any country to start again in, I'd pick America. That may be an unpopular take, but that's okay. I don't need other people's approval on that one. Nice chatting with you. I gotta put the kiddo to sleep. All right, sounds good. Thanks for hanging out, Shmi. I appreciate it. Good luck with the kiddo. I know sometimes they don't go down so easily. My niece and nephew sometimes will put up a nice fight. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. Do you know Tunisia? I know a little bit about it, yeah. Whose base is this? I'm not really sure where you're at. Here, let me TPA. We'll find out. Oh. You know? I'm not sure. Okay, /COI. This base is 428 days old. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly find out. So there was a chest here. /CO rollback. Radius 10. Time 427 days. Okay, maybe not that far back. That might be a little excessive, but we'll do on 300 days. Wow. Can you do that to mobs, specifically horses? I can do that to pretty much anything, yeah. I don't remember who burned it. Did it say? It didn't say. Okay. Listen, I bought a new PC. Will the RTX 3050 graphics card run Minecraft or not? This is my first time buying a PC. The 3050? Yeah, pretty much. It's more so about your computer processor, usually. More so than it is about the graphics card, because Minecraft is relatively outdated on that. Okay, I actually have to reset this 400 days. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. But yeah, Minecraft runs on processor mostly. But most modern processors that you'd be pairing with a 3050 are more than able to run Minecraft well. The question I would have more so is, I think, how much storage does it have? If you fill up your storage, that's usually what makes Minecraft actually slow, in my opinion. That, or if you just don't have enough RAM. But again, with the 3050, I can't imagine you having less than 8 to 16 gigs of RAM. So that would be my thing. I think it should run fine. There's another one up here. Okay. I gotta find out who burned these down. Fire spreads should be off now, so this should never happen again, hopefully. There's not really any data here. I mean, I have when it was built, but... Okay, let me reset this 300 days. Now it's back to its former glory. It's crazy the things you find in worlds. That's kind of what I really like about having SMPs for so long, is you'll run into builds like this or like that, and you know, they're just a little off of spawn, but you find them and it's kind of like, whoa, wasn't expecting that. You never know what you're gonna see out here. It's really, really cool. Oop. Okay. Core Protect is such a great plugin. I actually kind of want to do a video about it a little bit and kind of show off some of the cool things you can do with it as a server owner. Because I think it should be on every single server, in all honesty. Even servers where you trust everybody, you never know if there's going to be something that happens that was a mistake. For example, my friends and I, we have a server that we used to play on all the time together. And sometimes we would, you know, mess around and have some fun and place some TNT, for example. And the intent was never to detonate the TNT. It was just to place it and look at it and laugh and say, haha, I'm gonna blow up your base. But on occasion, sometimes that TNT would be ignited through means that we did not mean. Like, for example, when one of us pulled out a flint and steel, we were going to pretend to light it by lighting next to it. And then one of us punching the other dude towards the TNT. That, that was not good. And we could not fix that because we didn't have Core Protect. But now I have Core Protect on every single server I run. There's a horse that needs restoring, specifically with gold armor. Well, I don't know where it's at, so I can't just... I can't necessarily just bring it back from the dead without knowing its general location. How many servers do you own? Right now, 2. I only play on this one out of the ones I own. I have a third one that's been in the works for a little bit. It's still in the planning stage. I help run one other server right now. So there's that one. And then I don't help with it yet, but I'm interested in maybe helping with it at some point. I'm a part of Twitch SMP. And I'd like to one day maybe help around there a little bit more. But with time being as short as it is, I may not. Sadly, any time that I want to volunteer is Slowly slipping away. I like Minecraft server hosting though, it's fun. Dirt flag. Dirt base. It's very beautiful, very beautiful. Whose base is this? I'm curious. Mega. I don't know how to say your name, I'm gonna be honest. Hello, Twinklet. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. My another SMP and my creative plot one. Nice. Creative plot worlds are cool. I actually do want to get one of those going at some point. After we were paying for King SMP, and I decide exactly how much resources I need to allocate to that. Get it to the point where I'm happy with it. I'm going to be doing a plot world server as well. That way people can... I'm gonna try... I'm gonna look into it, because I really want... I really want to put Axiom on my Creative Plot World server. But I know you have to pay to have it on servers, so I might look into how much that would cost. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Do you want to be Muslim or not? No, thank you. I'm actually a Christian. Different group already beat you to me, sorry. Someone told me they joined through ChatGPT and I tried it myself. Oh, nice. That's cool, dude. It's pretty cool that ChatGPT recommends you guys. I do use ChatGPT on occasion. Not usually for joining like Minecraft servers and stuff. But that is a unique way to join a server. I've never thought about that before. What will happen if AIs are used in servers? I don't know. I don't know. I think AI could actually be really useful in servers. I think especially doing NPC stuff. Like I want to do a branching quest line for our next server. The next server is going to have a spawn area that you can run around and do quests in, and it's going to be kind of an adventure map. And it would be really enhanced if we did if we had AI as a capability on there, especially if you tie that into, well, this just kind of gets to where my game concept is. I've been working on a game in the background for a while now. I don't have anything to show you guys. It's all on paper. But for like the last 8 years or so, this has been in my mind. And so I'm finally working on it. I'm starting to actually get to the point where I think I could start laying down code soon. But I want a game where you're actually able to talk to the NPCs through your mic. Then they're going to talk back. And you can have a unique conversation. And we're really close to being able to do that. In fact, you can do that in a lot of games already. But I'm gonna make my game open world, and this is where all game developers fail, as they say that their first game is going to be this huge open world MMORPG kind of deal. I'm not a huge fan of saying that you can or can't do something, so I'm just gonna try to do it anyway. It's gonna be my pet project. It's been in the back of my head for 8 years. I can make it the front of my head for the next 16 if I need to, but sci-fi space game where you run around and explore the galaxy, and the galaxy is living and breathing. So it's not just it's not just you affecting the universe, it's the universe also having some effect on you. And so the story is actually living and breathing and really encapsulates everything that is going on, and it tries to keep you roped in. And the idea would be eventually to have a VR mode. And then it starts broaching on the territory of Ready Player One, which is a little scary, but you know what? That's fine. Let's see. What are the best enchantments for an Elytra? Mending and Unbreaking. Mending and Unbreaking. Wait, aren't those the only? Are those the only two enchantments you can put on an Elytra? Now I think about it. I can't think. I feel like those are the only two now. But I would say mending first and foremost, but Unbreaking 3 definite close second. Although Unbreaking 3 is very handy if you don't want to use mending. As long as you have a leather farm. Or no, they changed it from leather. It's Phantom Membrane now, which is not easy to farm. So I would say mending by a long shot, personally. Watching another Minecraft vid right now. Heck yeah, man, let's go. We love some Minecraft. For moderation and stuff. Oh, dude, yeah. That would be sick, actually. AI moderation could be pretty cool. New player friendly, teaches people about Nether survival. Nether survival is actually a really it's actually a really good concept, and it's what the whole Nether update was based around, was how would a player survive in the Nether. So it's definitely feasible, and I think that's cool. It's a really cool idea. Eve Online. It could be a little bit like Eve, I guess. Yeah. I love the stream. Keep it up. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Also, thank you for submitting your taxes, Swiftu and Twinklet. And yeah, you guys both. Okay. I thought there was a third one. I couldn't remember. Mending and mending. Heck yeah. Mending and mending. I hear the call of Crusader Kings, but we both know where that ends. Yeah. I don't know if I want to hear you slapping your desk a couple of times or not. I already have mending, and I'm trying to make a trading hall. So, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, mending and a breaking would definitely be the good ones. Those would definitely be the good ones. Someone called the Garden Awakens 1.22. I'm trying to think, did I do that? That may have been me. I'm not gonna lie, that might have been me. This new drop system, dude, I'm not gonna lie, it throws me off. I can't keep track of it because they won't tell you if it's going to be considered their next major update, or if it's going to be the if it's going to be a game drop. And then, like, game drops technically could be a full number release. It's just they haven't been historically, and so it's kind of like Mojang's method of communication right now is fuzzy at best, and I think it would go a long way if they would clarify some of that. I don't know. As of right now, mending and unbreaking are the only ones. I think a third, or yeah, I think they could do a third enchantment. That you have to choose between. So they would add 2 new enchantments for the Elytra. One would be let's say one of them is call it armored or something, and so that allows you to put your chest plate on alongside your wings, but it comes at the cost of speed. Or you can put on a different enchantment called that would be flight speed essentially, and it would you'd have to choose between those two. So do you want more flight speed, or do you want more armored, or more the ability to wear your armor, but it costs you in terms of flight speed and acceleration and things like that? I kind of like that idea. I don't know if Mojang would ever add that, especially considering adjusting the flight speed so that you could go faster with an enchantment would break some things, because as it is right now, the world doesn't load fast enough. But they've been trying to fix that, I believe. I strip my subjects of all honor when they don't do good enough. Heck yeah, that's what we like. I only started about 2 weeks ago, and I just acquired the later yesterday. Okay, I gotcha. Well, if you have any questions, we're all about Minecraft here, so I've got plenty of answers. That was indeed you. Yeah. What do you think about the Minecraft movie? The Minecraft movie, I think it looks cool. I don't know. I don't think it should be taken super seriously. That's the big thing. I think a lot of people are walking into it expecting a movie that's like supposed to have a really serious plot. I think it's just supposed to be a fun movie. You know, any movie starring Jack Black, it's a comedy, okay? That's my thoughts on it. I think if you're expecting anything more than that, you're misunderstanding who the target audience is for this movie. I don't even think the target audience is children, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's actually people who grew up on Minecraft who are now teaching their kids how to craft. I think it's actually parents with young children. I think that's our target audience here, along with teenagers probably, because they also did grow up with Minecraft. But I think they're going to try to play on nostalgia a lot. It's not supposed to be this super serious movie though. Take it like the Lego movie, and I think everything will be okay. That's my big thing, I think. I like the idea of infinity, but it's extremely hard to obtain. That's fair. That could be nice. I think Minecraft really needs to add another form of transportation that can match the usefulness of Elytra. I kind of agree. They need to... I really like trade-off mechanics, honestly. You know, like the difference between mending or infinity. The difference between, what else? Like, the difference between blast protection, and fire protection. Although those are kind of crappy because everybody knows protection is best. You just use default protection. That's, you know, if you're using anything other than that, unless like you're doing very specific things where it's like, okay, I'm in the nether, for example, and I know there's a good chance I fall in lava and I don't have fire resistance potions, then I'm going to use fire protection. But that's such a niche case. But, you know, having those choices, I really like that. And I think Mojang could do with more of that, hopefully, in the future. I don't mind the Minecraft movie. I just really hate how they incorporated Minecraft Legends, making it almost the main plot. I almost wondered if it was meant to be a Minecraft Legends movie when Minecraft Legends came out or something around that area. I don't think necessarily I mean, like, yes, that's the plot line they use for Minecraft Legends, but the thing is, that's been a plot line in Minecraft history for years. I mean, shoot, look back at Take Back the Night from Captain Sparkles from the Fallen Kingdom trilogy, or saga. There's more than 3. It's you know, it's been a thing. Piglin invasion for the overworld. And then they're just adding a Jumanji twist on top of it so that you know, they can have that comedic thing of like, oh yeah, we're in a video game world. Wow. I think, you know, it is a reused plot, but it's a good foundation, and I think if this movie does well, we will likely see a second Minecraft movie. If this movie flops, we will never see another Minecraft movie ever again. We may, well, okay, I won't say ever again. However, it's very unlikely we'll see one again, because the Netflix animated series that they're working on, if that does well, then they'll probably make an animated movie. However, Netflix as a whole is struggling as a company to produce great shows, so I wouldn't bank on trying to prey on the downfall of the live action Minecraft movie to get a animated Minecraft movie, because like I said, Netflix is not known for making quality content necessarily, especially with beloved IPs. I wouldn't trust many companies with the Minecraft IP. Warner Bros is good enough. They did the Lego movie. Surely they can do this okay. At least one can hope. Okay, do that. Nether travel is a thing, but I feel like people use nether travel and Elytra in conjunction with each other, which isn't a bad thing, but having the means to be able to travel as effectively as an Elytra, but there be some sort of trade-off would be nice. Whether that be the ability to teleport, or I mean, I know we have ender pearls, but something more closer to the speed that you would have it's tough. I don't know. I think the Minecraft movie will sell so many tickets because people want to see how bad it is. And I don't think it's actually going to be bad. That's the thing. I really don't. I think it's... If you walk in it with the intent of what the movie creators want you to watch it with, which is it's not that serious, it's not that deep, it's a Minecraft movie, I think it'll actually be a really fun movie. But I think so many people are actually expecting it to be a bad movie in the sense of it was supposed to be serious. And so it will be a quote-unquote bad movie because it's watched with the wrong perspective in mind. Although that being said, one movie I do enjoy that is not really necessarily a serious movie, but it has actually like a really good message behind it, and it was, fun fact, starring Jack Black. School of Rock. It was a very good movie. Very, very good movie. And there's a lot of comedic elements to it. And overall, I think anyway, it was it's a movie that gets made fun of to some degree, because it's not like everybody's favorite movie necessarily, but I think the people who take it too seriously is usually where they find dislike for it. And you can not like something. I don't care. I just think also at the same time you should kind of walk into it with the right expectations as well. I do like that they are incorporating structures from the game in some way. The Woodland Mansion was featured in the new trailer very subtly. Yes, it's nice seeing things in there. We saw a look at the Enderman recently. People on Twitter are going crazy over it. You can get past the first 30 minutes of School of Rock, it's a banger. I don't even remember the first 30 minutes or what it was about, if I'm honest. I just remember as a whole, I really enjoyed the movie. If I remember correctly, it does start a little slow, but it's not bad. If you're into that kind of movie, if you haven't seen it before, there's another great movie out there called Here Comes the Boom. It's a similar premise to some degree, but instead of it being like this guy who's not really a teacher pretending to be a teacher, it's a teacher who becomes a UFC fighter, and he's doing it so that he can raise money to save his school's music program. And like, it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie. It's got a lot of comedy to it, and it is a banger. It is a certified banger, okay? It's really good. Phantom should have been an end mob. Oh my gosh, dude. Could you imagine the horror as you're going through the void, bridging across gaps, and then the Phantom just comes towering down at you. Bite after bite after bite. Oh, dude. That movie was a banger. The ending was good too, honestly. Yes. Here Comes the Boom is very good. Okay, changed my mind. Stronghold mob. I wouldn't be against them spawning even just in the overworld. I think they need to change how they're spawning though. Because the problem is that phantoms, I don't know, I don't hate phantoms. Let me say that much. I think people who don't want to sleep because I don't know. I don't get not sleeping. I'm gonna be honest. Some people use it like a badge of honor, saying like, "Oh yeah, I don't sleep in Minecraft ever," and then they get mad when they're getting killed by phantoms, and it's like, just sleep. I don't know. That's just me. But I know a lot of people like that, and it's just like, that's not as cool as you think it is. It's kind of like in real life, flexing about not sleeping is so unhealthy. It's like, why are you not sleeping? Don't brag about that. You know, next thing you know, you're gonna be that dad who says like, "Oh yeah, I wake up at 5 a.m. every day," and then passes out in his chair at noon. You know, it's kind of like, I don't know. You're shooting yourself in the foot. That's all I'm saying. How do I make phantoms better? I need to add it into my add-on. That is one thing I always think about if I ever criticize anything. If I will criticize anything, especially publicly, I want to ask, how can I make it better? And I have thought about phantoms a little bit, because I will say they are a little annoying the way they are right now. I would say, so instead of, there's a couple ways you could do it. You could make them useful, so they actually provide some amount of value to your world. So either make them drop a lot of experience so that it's actually well worth it. You could do craftable elytra. I kind of thought about that a little bit. If you did that, though, you'd have to make it so that they're a completely different item than elytra. I guess if you're doing an add-on, then you would make it spawn an elytra with like 10 durability or something. That way it's not a replacement for the elytra, but a substitute, and a poor one at that. But it would be a nice early game way to get used to gliding, and I thought that would be a unique way, at least, would be phantom wings of some sort. One idea I had was I kind of thought about maybe making a potion. You guys are getting a scrapped video idea here, actually. I made a video about changes I would make to the Phantom to improve it. But I never actually finished it because I was going to make a mod so that you guys could try it out, or a data pack, and let me know what you guys thought of it. But I never got around to it, so you guys are getting all this right now. But I thought about a potion, and if you used it, or if it affected you, what it would do is it would put you right back at your bed as if you had died, but it wouldn't have killed you. So it'd basically be like those Ender Pearl stasis chambers, but it would take you to your spawn point. I know that would be really OP, so it'd have to be like a 1 in 10 drop kind of deal. Maybe as rare as Ender Pearls, maybe even rarer. But it would be an interesting idea, I think. You'd obviously have to make it balanced, and I don't know exactly how that would look yet, but it would be an interesting idea, and it would add a reason for you to have a spawn point for hardcore worlds. Because the thing about hardcore is people bring their beds around with them all the time because they don't want to die. However, if they have these potions on hand, then it can take them back to their bed before they die. So there's a little bit of strategy there. Would you rather have the ability to go back to your spawn location and that be your safe space where you can get healed up immediately? Or would you rather bring your bed around everywhere? Most people would choose to take their bed everywhere, but... And after you break your bed, it would set your spawn point back to world spawn, which would be 0-0, but still. I don't know, that's an idea I had. Just to make the Phantom more useful. Alternatively, you can make it less annoying, so when you reach the point of being Insomniac, having the Phantoms fly in flocks, but not follow you. They don't target you until you get within range, so they'd spawn around kind of like normal mobs do. And they'd be kind of like patrolling, so they'd just be circling that spot, kind of like vultures. And then when you get within a range of, say, 20 blocks, that's when they start to chase you. So you actually have to approach them in order for it to do anything. I think any combination of things would help. The Phantoms do probably need some amount of rework, I think. But I don't know how that would look just yet. You know what would make Phantoms 10 times worse? If each night they spawn more of them than that you don't sleep. Okay, so like every night that you don't sleep, it creates a multiplier for phantoms. That would be pretty bad, yeah. We used to have a data pack on the server that made phantoms larger and hit you harder the longer you didn't sleep, but I got told that that was too hard and that people hated the phantom and I was making it worse. So we had to get rid of it, but we used to have that. I think I would actually like to see phantoms drop more XP though, because that's the thing. It's not really easily farmable in terms of XP, because it takes, what is it, 3 days of no sleep for a phantom to show up in the first place. So if you're playing on a community server, you already got to get people to not sleep. And on top of that, if you're a active player who does sleep a lot, then what you would be able to, if you set up a phantom farm, it still wouldn't be all that effective because you'd have to still wait the 3 days initially, which if you're on an active server, that could be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. So, you know, that right there tells you enough of like, okay, a phantom farm, if you're on an active server, isn't going to be useful at all because people are going to be sleeping all the time, so phantoms aren't going to spawn, which means you're not going to get a lot of XP. On the inverse of that, though, if it's not a super active server and you're the only one on, you're going to get a lot of XP, but, you know, there's some ways around that, I think. But I think phantoms dropping more XP in general would be a good reward. I think people would actually choose not to sleep so that they could farm their XP that way. Make phantoms a land mob. Honestly, I mean, if they did make a phantom that creeps up on you in the game, that'd be kind of nice. I don't know how that would look, though. If it weren't for the fact that they just added the creaking, I think I would do a similar mechanic there where they follow you, and then if you look at them, then they stop. And you have to look at them for a certain amount of time in order for them to disappear or go away. Because as you get more of them, you'd have more and more issues. And make it so that phantoms wouldn't be able to touch light. So it would actually be more of a ghost kind of mob, as the name would imply, not a insomnia mob anyway. How to make copper more useful. That's a really good question, and I don't know if I have the answer. I think one way to make copper more useful would be to swap out power grails from being gold to turning them to copper. However, that would take away a use from gold, which gold isn't really all that useful in the first place. So I'm hesitant to say that, but I do think it would be a good idea. Did they add copper buttons in the most recent update? They did not. I think a copper button would be good. They could add the copper golem. They could do copper armor and tools, copper rails. I don't know what copper armor would really be useful for is the problem. Like, I like the idea, but unless it has some sort of property, adding more armor doesn't necessarily do us a whole lot of good. It's just another thing that people are going to look at and kind of go, I don't use leather armor, I don't use chainmail armor, I don't use gold armor. I'm just going to jump right to iron. And I'm going to just ignore copper. unless you added a special ability to copper to make it useful. So what you could do maybe is do a... I don't know, people might hate me for this. It might be too modded. But let's say you get struck by lightning while wearing that armor, it charges the armor, so you'd have... It would be kind of like a charged creeper where, you know, they explode. I would make it so that when you get struck by lightning, it charges your armor and it causes your next action in the game, I guess, to be more explosive, I suppose. So if you hit something, it deals more damage. And maybe it's a status effect. So the second you use it, it starts to dissipate. So, okay, what it would look like. Okay. This is gonna sound a little silly. So it holds the status effect when you get hit by lightning wearing copper armor. And it's only while you're wearing copper armor. So if you take it off, it still has the status effect charged in the armor. However, if you take it off, it stays in there. But if you put it back on, it comes back to you. But the status effect stays on you. And it just flashes back and forth. And until you start using it, it doesn't dissipate. But the second you start using... Once you do something, so once you start mining, once you start hitting something, it starts to dissipate that timer, and so you have like 30 seconds of being charged, and so it makes, you know, when you're mining, instead of being a 1x1 hole, it mines a 3x3, or when you hit something, it does splash effect damage, so instead of being, it would basically be the size of a TNT explosion in terms of hit radius, and it would do more damage. Make it so that wearing copper armor, if it was charged, is actually really good, but otherwise it's about as useful as gold armor or something like that, maybe. While wearing copper armor, you can't be struck by lightning. I think I would actually make it the exact opposite, so you're a lightning rod. That would be my personal take on it, I think. Because, I mean, how often do you get struck by lightning in the game?
Hello there.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, Crumpets. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Copper rails wouldn't be a bad one, though. Maybe just straight up making a different type of rail that's called copper rail, and it has a special property. Maybe make it a slower version of powered rails or something like that, maybe. Possibly. Which would make it so that it's not as expensive to do powered rails. I don't know. What else could you use copper for realistically, though? If they're trying to expand their technical side, I think copper should really get into redstone a lot more. But I don't know what that would look like. You know, we have copper bulbs. I think that's great. I think copper should basically be the new iron in terms of this is what's used with redstone. So redstone, copper, and gold is your main components for redstone things. And then anything that's iron related doesn't go into the redstone system anymore. That is more so focused around the other aspects of the game, like your tools. It would stay on the hoppers probably. It would be on your crafter, although I think the crafter could have been copper. You know, just making it so that copper takes that place in the redstone system. I think that makes the most sense. And then I think blocks need to be cheaper. Copper blocks seriously need to be cheaper. It's just not worth it to me to use copper blocks because they're so dang expensive. You know, Like, I know you get a lot of copper ore, but doing 9 slots of copper for a block is awful. You know what's easy, though? 4. It should be 4. If it's not 4, I'm sorry, I just can't justify it. People don't like change, though. Minecraft adds, not changes. Yeah, I'm not saying they change anything. I think they could change some of that stuff, but I don't think they should necessarily. But I do think they should, any further elements for redstone, if they were going to include it as an iron recipe, it should be a copper recipe instead. That's personal opinion, I guess, but I think it makes the most sense. Iron has its place, and I think it's great, but copper really could fill in those shoes. I feel like copper would have less durability than iron, though. Oh, it definitely would. It definitely would. If it were in terms of like making tools, armor, and things, I definitely agree. Copper would have less durability. It's a softer metal in real life too. Like 99% sure. Minecraft adds, not changes. They have barely removed anything since the game was created. That's also true. Well, they really moved bugs and stuff. I mean, I remember when they removed furnace minecarts from Bedrock Edition. Oh man, the outrage. The outrage. You guys don't even know. Oh boy. I don't know why people were raging so much over that. I mean, I get it. But that was a little sad. I mean, I'm not saying like Mojang should have removed the furnace minecart, but I do very much remember the fact that nobody was using it. However, they were all very upset that it was leaving. I tell you guys, man, Minecraft community is one of the most toxic communities out there. I don't blame them one bit for removing it, I'm gonna be honest. I can see its usefulness. It was useful in some regards, but I don't know. So few people were actually touching it. It just wasn't worth it at the time. I'm trying to think what else you could do to copper to make it really properly handy. Maybe it's just more so about adding new items, I think, in all honesty. You know, it's not, I don't think they should change copper being in more things. I think they should add copper to new things. That would make the most sense to me. I think they have more uses for the furnace minecarts now than they did back then too. That's true. I definitely could see myself using a furnace minecart more today. In fact, I believe I have used it in some regards. It's really easy when you're in early game transporting things around, because powered rails are hard to come by early game. However, back then it was kind of like the only thing you'd be transporting is the occasional villager, but villager breeders used to be a lot more complicated. So you didn't ever really just build a villager breeder and then need to transport villagers. And even now, when you're transporting villagers, you're using you're using boats or using the lectern. If you're sending them to a trading hall to be a librarian, then you're using the lectern and you're just slowly scooting it away from them. Let's see. Yeah, back then I feel like they were kind of useless. Yeah, definitely. I'm tending to agree with you on that. I mean, like, if you're building roller coasters or whatever, I guess they kind of were useful for that. It was if you timed it correctly on the railings, you could actually give it as a kick, and it would boost you a little bit, but I don't know, just bring back minecart boosters or whatever and call it a day. Also, that cliff is done. It doesn't look too bad. That's decent. I don't know, I probably should have done a gradient on it, but it is what it is now. I'm not going back to this. I have an SMP to manage by. Alright, see ya, comrade. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. SMPs, man. I can't wait. The next season on King SMP, the server that I'm on now, management is going to be a little bit of a nightmare, I'm not gonna lie. We're looking at, well, I say we. Right now it's just me, but eventually I'm going to be bringing on board some other people. Because I resent the idea of people paying for their own servers. And fun fact, there's a guy by the name of Tubbo who's trying to fix that for a lot of people, but I'm kind of looking at it and going, there's no point in other people paying for a server. I'll pay for it. They can host their communities on here, and it makes our SMPs more active in general. So I'm thinking next season, especially when I have everything loaded up and ready, we'll be setting it up so that it's better for more communities. It's not just my community server, but it's everybody's community server. Yeah, that would give us a larger platform to launch off of, to make new events out of, and really step up the game. Plus, the moderation could actually improve because of that, because we'd have more communities to pick from in terms of moderators. As of right now, it's just me and my team, and my team, they would get burnt out very quickly if it was them all the time for 2 years. So I'm trying to find ways to make that kind of work out a little bit better. In fact, my team is burnt out. I gotta stop talking so much. My goodness. I'm the laziest add-on creator ever. That's fair. I can't blame you, man. Add-ons are cool, but they can be a little bit of a pain in the butt too sometimes. Okay, I need. Guess I really should put that one there. And then I need cobblestone. Yeah, okay. Haven't made a villager spawn egg recipe. Oh, dude. Villager spawn eggs would be so nice. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Slap a couple of emeralds into the crafting table with a chicken egg or whatever. Boom. Suddenly, you don't even have to transport your villagers around anymore. Okay, thank you. Okay. It'd be so overpowered. I love the idea though. Yeah, they'd definitely be overpowered. I mean, for your first one, it wouldn't be terrible because to actually grind out the emeralds would be a little bit of a challenge because they're rarer to find anyway. But definitely would be overpowered as you got later into the game. You could do like emerald blocks or something, which would be a little bit more balanced, I think. Because each emerald block would be 9, so let's say you did 4, that's 36 emeralds that you'd have to come up with. If you're not actively already trading with villagers, that could be a little bit of a grind to get 1 egg. You'd have to get 2 in order to even create a breeder. I don't know. There's a thought there. There's indeed a thought. But I do kind of want to look at this. How's that gonna look? I'm losing my voice slowly. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's a little lost. Okay. Yeah, or like go crazy and have 8 emerald blocks starting a chicken egg. Yeah, I mean, if you did 8, that's 72, so that's over a stack. That would be a lot more difficult, which would also be a lot more fair. Let's say you had some Fletchers already at your village. That requires you to put in a little bit more effort into getting those emeralds. Fletchers are easy to trade with. I mean, you just plant a couple of spruce trees, like the really big ones, and then you knock them down, and you know, now you have all you need. So I think honestly, yeah, that might be the right way to go about it. He's panicking. That's great. Okay. Nope. I pass out whenever I do my 5-minute homework. Wait, hang on. I can read. I promise. I can definitely read. I pass out whenever I do my 5-minute work. Like 5-minute workouts, or just 5 minutes of work. I felt that either way I felt that, I'm not gonna lie. I get very tired very quickly when I work, so I try not to sit there and do one thing for too long unless I've got something else to do alongside it. So like for example right now, I'm able to do what I'm doing because I'm able to talk to you guys while I'm doing it. If I wasn't talking, I don't know if I would be able to stay awake building this. Oh, Fletchers outside of librarians are the best villagers. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fletchers are so good. So good. Easy emerald farm there. And then if you also get the what are they called? The ones that buy iron, that you can sell iron to. Those guys are also pretty good, especially if you have an iron farm. If you're just trying to make big bank, then I would pick Fletcher, librarian, and is it the toolsmith? I think, maybe. It may be the armorer. I can't remember which one. All works. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Out on making homeworks, my Minecraft castle. Amen to that, though, dude. I felt that. I've been taking a game development course lately, and by the time I finally get around to it, I'm falling asleep. I need to keep doing parts of it, though, because I am falling behind, and I need to finish it if I can soon. So while I'm away for this next week, I'm going to be trying to do some extra game development stuff at nighttime when my friend is hopefully asleep. If he's not asleep, then it's fine. Yeah, man, you're subbed. You're subbed. Swiftu gifted the sub to you when you asked, I think, last week, I want to say. I think they're the armors. I think so too. I can never remember though. It's hard to remember things. You guys will eventually reach my age and it's like, oh no. The brain just left my window. Or wait, the brain just left my head. It went out the window and you're a little more than screwed up. It's fine though. Okay. Also, for those of you who are watching the Twitch stream, if you do !YT, it'll open up, or it'll give you a YouTube link. You can go check out my YouTube stream there. So if you want to avoid the ads, that's a great way to do it. Unfortunately, we have to run ads every hour, 3 minutes every hour, in order to stop pre-rolls from happening. And I really hate pre-rolls, and I'm sure you guys do too, so we opted for the mid-rolls. So YouTube stream is the way to go there. Okay. What time is it? 10:30. Okay. I'm just trying to think how much time I'm spending here. Crack my back. Give me a second. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that felt good. That felt really, really good. Okay. So yeah, we'll get this wall done for sure, and then I think we'll probably end up having to wrap things up, depending on how late we are. I may start working on this wall, but I don't think I'll be able to finish it. Although I think it's less wall overall, so we'll see. Gamer posture problems, yeah. I don't know if my mom ended up booking me an appointment or not with the chiropractor, but if she did, I wouldn't complain. I would not complain. I might need it. I maybe need just a little adjustment there. Okay, I'm starting to place in a pattern and I need to stop, so let's just do what we can to kind of break up that pattern. Okay. That should sort of help things a little. Okay. Yeah. Another one. So, we're not gonna finish Bonsai Grove today, but we'll actually be able to finish it next stream, I think. That will be nice. That'll be really nice. I know I've been working on this for a little while. So being able to see it finally come to completion would be really good. Okay. And I do want to kind of look again. Is there anything I could do to add some more depth to that? Because what we're trying to do is basically mimic what we have over here. Which we will be adding the stairs around the rim. But I was just curious. Do we have anything on the edges? Not really. Okay. Looks like it's that way on all of these buildings. So, yeah, I'm just going to have to let it be. But up here on this top part, we'll be able to kind of do some stairs, and that'll kind of add some depth, I think, which will be good. What's your favorite cookie flavor? I like chocolate chip. Chocolate chip cookies. They're really good. Oh, dude. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted, but my mom, this has nothing to do with cookies, by the way. My mom informed me today that she bought some mint chocolate chip cookies, or cookies, ice cream, mint chocolate chip ice cream. I have cookies on my mind now, I'm sorry. But mint chocolate chip ice cream, which is my favorite flavor, and none of my family eats it, so I get all of it. It's a beautiful little thing how that works. It's been not a long time since I've had ice cream, because she bought some a week ago or so for me, or not a week ago, a month ago. Jeez, my timelines are so messed up right now. I'm like, wait, a week ago? That can't be right. But she bought some a month ago, and I ate it, and I was like, yeah, it was really good. But before that, I hadn't had ice cream in like 4 or 5 months, so it was really nice having it again. I was very happy. I was very happy. Gosh, I'm such a child at times, but you know what? Never lose that childhood, okay? It's good. The second you lose your inner child, you're screwed. What if Minecraft adds hammers? I don't know. I don't know what a hammer would necessarily do in Minecraft. I'd have to think about that a little bit to see what could possibly come out of it. If they made it kind of like the debug stick in some regards, so it basically changed the block state a little bit, that would be an interesting idea. But I don't know if they would or not. But I think that would be a great way to actually introduce it into vanilla without it being a enchanted stick, you know? It would basically just be the debug stick, but it would have to be with limits, so it would change block state, but it wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be able to change the growth stage of wheat. It would be able to change, like, oh yeah, the fence is oriented in this direction. The wall is connected or not connected. What else can it do? There's a whole bunch of things the debug stick does, and I don't remember all of them. But it would really enhance the ability that you could do in vanilla survival, without having to do a whole bunch of build trickery and such. It is one of the best flavors, to be honest. Yeah, I tend to agree. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a sucker for chocolate or vanilla, but mint chocolate chip, oh. That's some good stuff right there. I can change the orientation of stairs, I think. Yeah, that would be really cool, actually. Being able to change, like, oh yeah, this one's a corner, or this one's rounded off, and things like that would just be really nice. And being able to, like, actually flip the stairs certain directions, and you know, there'd be a lot of great things you could actually do there. And okay. I feel like vertical slabs should still be added. Honestly, I don't know. I go back and forth on this one. I kind of think they would be great, but the problem I've always run into with vertical slabs is how in the world they're supposed to work placement wise. Because I had played with a vertical slab mod before, and they worked okay, but it was a pain in the butt to it was a pain in the butt to me anyway, to get the placement correct. So you'd have that issue, and I mean that's a small issue. They could probably figure that out. And on the opposite side of that, I mean, it does take away some amount of the creativity you have to do. However, I think ultimately at the end of the day, some of that stuff is kind of just like a silly excuse to not do it. Like, I really do think the pros outweigh the cons in this case, where it's like, yeah, you would be better off with you'd be a whole lot better off with vertical slabs than not having them. How did the ancient builders make the enchantments? You know, I haven't been keeping up with my game theory Minecraft lore. I actually don't know. Vertical stairs. I mean, the stairs make sense to some degree anyway, I think. Because it's like the thing about the slabs, you know, you have top side and bottom side. So that already takes up, like, okay, if you just look at the top side, then it places vertically. So you can't do that. Whereas on stairs, it's like, okay, if you look at the bottom side, it places one way. If you place it on the top side, it's the other way. You could make it where if you look at the left or the right side, then it does another thing, but then that becomes confusing, and it's tough. It's very tough. But I do seem to remember Mojang saying they were never going to add that, and I think that is simply wrong. I think they should not take that one off the table. I think they should be able to figure out a way around that. Even if they had to make it like its own unique item that you got in the stone cutter, for example, or whatever. I think that'd be a good idea. Also, that's done. Yay. Hello, Ghostface. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Okay. We're gonna quickly do the stairs across the rim here, and we'll see where that puts us, because it is almost 11 p.m. And I do have things to do tonight and tomorrow. Tomorrow I gotta clean the bathrooms, and then I gotta go see... Oh, and I gotta go pick up my friend from the airport. So, it's gonna be an early start for me, probably. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh yeah, we need stairs, right? Okay. Got really bad hiccups. Oh. Forgot there's not a layer of stone there yet. Okay, so we're just gonna rip up all of this, and then we'll place our stairs. Vertical stairs would be a game changer for me in building. Oh, absolutely. I could see that being super handy. And I think maybe what they could even do is if they did add the, let's say they added a hammer item that would allow you to change block states, adding those as an option of, okay, sideways stairs and vertical slabs. Or vertical stairs and vertical slabs. Because technically speaking, that is vertical because it's facing that way, up and down. But, you know, sideways would probably be the more correct term, I suppose. And there are ways to kind of, sort of make it look vertical, but it's tough. Anyway, the point more so would be making it so if they added like a hammer item, for example, that would allow you to change the block states of a block and without it affecting the gameplay. Because that's the thing right now, if they did a right now if they just added debug stick, for example, you can change the block state of wheat and of potatoes, or, you know, whatever items you really want, which is a whole issue. So I think, I do think vertical stairs would be good. I think they just gotta find the right way to add them so that it's not, so it's a good placement system. Okay, that's good. Yay! Also, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, Crumpets. Get some good sleep. And I'll see you again, hopefully, soon. We're actually about ready to end ourselves here. That looks pretty good. Okay. So we finished the cliff today. Looks pretty decent, I think. We just gotta do the back side here, and then we're gonna have to do this side over here as well. And I may be able to do some of this off stream even, so that we could focus on filling in the platform together instead. If I don't do that, I will actually probably be working over in the Nordic village. And I would be putting in trees, which I'll show you guys where we're at with that right now. I've not progressed at all in the slightest, but I do want to show you guys over here. That tree is the only one we put in. And I could probably spend some time this week, hopefully, just kind of filling in some of these trees. I'm starting with the biggest ones so that I can just knock out the small ones like no man's business. But if I do all the big ones first, it'll feel really good hitting all the small ones next. So there's only like 13 more of these to go, I think. And then there's like 50 of the 2 tall ones and probably close to 100 in the small ones. I don't know. There's a lot though. So we'll see. Anyway, let me go back because I want to take a last look at this. And we're going to wrap up things. So, let's see. We gotta find somebody to raid. Let me see. Ooh, okay. Got some options. I just gotta decide who is my option today. Let's say hello. Let's say hi to Puddle Duck. Puddle Duck is cool. She is starting soon. She actually might be there for a little bit. We'll have to raid her another time. Okay, that's fine. We'll go say hi to Jay then. Jay is also really cool. Wait. How long is Jay gonna be streaming? Sure. Well, Jay is definitely streaming for at least this round. Okay, Jay is currently playing Lethal Company. They are also on hour 10 of their stream. So, yeah, I think it would be great if we went and said hello to them. And they may be doing a 12-hour stream, and I had no clue. So hop in the raid, get some free channel points, meet a cool streamer along the way. If you're on the YouTube side of things, you can do !Twitch and hop over there to join the raid. But for now, I hope you all have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Later, everybody.